want to be an absolute sales rock star, you have to be able to overcome any type of resistance, any type of stall, and any type of objections. I've gone over a lot of different objections and a lot of videos explaining how to respond to those objections, but I want to help you create your own. So I've created a roadmap for you to be able to respond to any stall, any resistance, and any objection that you have in your own words to make it absolutely your own. So here are the 4 A's in order to be able to overcome any type of objection that you come up with. So the very first thing that you want to do is this, is you want to agree. You always want to agree with any type of resistance, any type of stall that the prospect ends up giving you over the phone. So things that you can say as far as agreeing is this. You can say absolutely. You can say I hear you. That's a great question. Those are really good words to say in agreeing with the other individual. One thing that you never ever want to say when you come up with an objection or a resistance is that you never want to say I understand. I see so many sales trainers out there that will list I understand. No, you don't understand. You don't understand why the prospect is saying this. When they say, I don't have time, call me back later, you don't understand why they're doing that. They picked up the phone to take your phone call. So you don't understand why they're telling you that they don't have time to talk to you. So get the word I understand out of your vocabulary and switch it with I hear you. That's a much better way of agreeing with the prospect and agreeing with that resistance or that stall. The second thing you always want to do is you always want to address the individual by their first name. You want this to be a relationship. You don't want it to be a transaction. Transactions do not use first names. Relationships use first names. So again, always agree with the individual. Always go ahead and use their first name when you're responding to that stall or to that objection. And then you want to acknowledge. You want to acknowledge the facts. You want to acknowledge what's going on with this resistance, with this stall, and then finally, you want to ask questions. So here's the roadmap in order to be successful to overcome any resistance and any stall that might come your way. So let's talk about just a common stall. I don't have time for this. Can you call me back later? It's a very, very big common stall when you're selling over the phone. When somebody picks up the phone, they end up saying, I don't have time for this. Can you call me back later? So let's use this formula right now to respond to that stall. So I don't have time for this. Can you call me back later? So let's go ahead and agree. Absolutely. I have no problem doing that. You've agreed with them. Absolutely. I have no problem doing that. So we can check that off. We've agreed with them. First name. Let's say the first name is Joe. Absolutely. I have no problem doing that. Joe. Now we've got to acknowledge. But right now, Joe, I don't know if you need my help. I don't know if you need to talk to me. You've acknowledged the facts. You've disarmed the situation. And then you ask a question. Let me ask you a question. So absolutely, I have no problem doing that, Joe. But right now, I don't know if you need my help or if you even need to talk to me. Let me ask you a question. Boom! You've now gone ahead and you've moved that conversation forward. So the purpose of overcoming any resistance or any stall is in order to be able to continue the conversation so that you can absolutely uncover the problem. Remember, when they're giving you a resistance, you're not trying to provide a solution right away. You're trying to uncover the problem. You're trying to get into a discovery process in order to find out if this is somebody that you can actually end up helping. So whatever resistance, whatever stall that comes your way, go ahead and write that down and then use these 4 steps. Agree with them. Absolutely, I hear you. That's a great question. Those are great ways to agree with somebody. Use the person's first name. Acknowledge the facts of what's going on with that resistance, with that stall, and then ask questions. Get right into your discovery process. If you follow these steps, it's almost impossible not to be able to succeed in overcoming any resistance or any stall that absolutely comes your way. Go out there now and apply these tactics. I'm going to guarantee you something. You're going to see your sales increase. You're going to help more people out. And you're going to be an absolute sales rock star.